One thing you brought up was one of my favorite books, The Pyramid of Success from John Wooden. And what did you take from reading The Pyramid of Success, and what do you instill from that book into your training?
Well, I think Coach Wooden's whole philosophy is all about mastering the inner world, mastering your process, what you can control, being the best. His definitions of success is just doing your best. What's your best? Not what is the external, did you win or lose, but did you give your maximum best effort, 100% of what you could that day? I love that because I think that is it's so within our control. The things that you can control combat your anxiety versus when you focus on things you can't control, your anxiety increases. And if your anxiety increases, what do you think is going to happen in your performance? It's going to go down. If you can get the athlete or you get whoever to focus on things that they can control, well, their anxiety is going to naturally get combated. And guess what? They can increase their performance. So I think what John Wooden's approach is getting his team to focus on the things that they can control, doing the best that they could be. There was even a story in there where they didn't watch film on the upcoming opponent because they were just going to master their process and play the game that they played. In a sense, Mike Leach did the same thing. We would watch film, we would do that, but we kept what we did as the main thing. And I think that's why he has such a high rate of success with quarterbacks, because Mike Leach is a master at, it's not what he knows, it's about what he can get his players to apply. What we talked about, knowledge isn't power, it's the application of knowledge. Who gave me that book was Coach Leach. He gave us a book, I think my sophomore year. It was that little light blue and yellow book, and I devoured it. And I was just like, this guy, I really resonate with what Coach Wooden's talking about. And I could see the similarities within our offense and our philosophy that Coach Leach had that Wooden did with his team. And I think that's why Leach had great success, is because Leach was, what are we going to do? He literally said, I don't care if they know what we're going to run. We're going to run it and execute it at such a high level that it's going to be successful. And I love that. And I got into college coaching and I realized how different that is at certain places. They want to scheme and get the perfect play call versus the perfect coverage. And I mean, they spend so much useless time. There's a reason Coach Leach could go hang out in Key West in the off season, because he had a system, he had a plan, and we're going to execute it through his process and system.